All right. We'll get into the next series now, which will be a SuperCyan versus Drexxin.
Oh, great.
SuperCyan was a Zerg, or is a Zerg. He was on my team in Season 2, Team Supply Block.
Oh, yeah. I don't think I played against him.
I've played with him a few times. Not so sure about Drexxin. Be my first look at how he plays. This is going to be a TVZ, so I might be leaning on you a little bit for help since I don't know the matchup as well.
Well, my match this week was CBZ, in fact, so I've been thinking all about that.
Okay. So you can give us the inside scoop here.
Yeah.
All right. So bottom left, we have our red Zerg, SuperCyan.
And top right is the brave Terran trying to defeat the horde of insects. It's Drexxin. Any Terran in the cast I will support.
Beat Zasagi. No.
Yeah, that's right.
All right. So what are we looking for here right away? I guess normally Zergs will open up with a 12 hatch in this matchup. Yeah,
that's definitely most common. I mean, 9 pull is an option. Terran sort of has a few different things they can do, where you can go for, like, the most standard I would say is the 1 barracks fast expand, but you could also go for something crazy like the CC first, and of course all those gas openings that have been popular recently, getting those early vultures, putting pressure on Zerg.
Something like a 1-1-1.
Sometimes Wraiths as well. Yeah.
Yes.
And any kind of gas opening variation, because there are actually a lot of options. 1-1-1's just what's, you know, sort of in the media, I want to say.
Yeah, that's true. I believe Terran does have a lot of options in this matchup for how they want to play it, and Zerg kind of has to.
Yeah, it is a bit unfair, isn't it? Because Zerg has like 3 options: kill them with Zerglings, or go to Lurkers, or go to Mutas. That's what it feels like, honestly.
Yeah, and then they also have to, on top of that, counter whatever the Terran's plan is. Figure out what the Terran's doing.
Well, that's one big benefit of most gas openings is you force the Zerg to get Hydras and other various things.
Things that they may not necessarily want to make in this matchup.
He's going for a barracks there, so I'm expecting a barracks expand.
And it looks like we are going to see that hatchery, 12 hatchery placed down here from SuperCyan.
Alright, so pretty standard opening so far. SuperCyan did send his Overlord the correct direction first, so he will probably see where Drexxin is spawned quite soon. But same goes for Drexxin, he sent his SCV straight to SuperCyan.
Yeah, he's just gonna get in and see, okay, there's nothing too unusual going on here, it looks normal, he's just got his 12 hatch, no early lings coming his way. He can feel pretty comfortable about his position.
No spawning pool started yet, actually, which is interesting.
Looks like he's gonna throw that down just now.
There
12 hatch, 13
right,
pool.
never mind. I thought he was planning to make another hatch first, but I guess it's just, you know, he just was not on it yet.
Well, he should be fine. And it does look like Drexxin is gearing up to take his command center here on the low ground. Seeing that it is a 12 hatch and knowing there's no early Zerglings coming his way, he feels comfortable just throwing this command center down here.
Yeah, absolutely. I would like to see 1 Marine. Okay, there it goes. Because a drone can come in and be real rude at your SCV, just trying to do his job, build that command center. 3 hatch player coming out of SuperCyan, so no crazy aggressive tech. Now, Drexxin will be at a bit of a junction now, whether he's going to go for a more early barracks heavy build and go for a bust, or if he's going to take his gas, stacking those upgrades, go for that heavy bio style later in the game. We'll see soon. Oh, Drone Scout going to get in though. That's quite nice.
So SuperCyan's going to have a, you know, no full on what's going on. He's going to see that there's no gas coming out of the Terran yet. He's going to know there's
really
no early, you know, tech coming out of Terran. He's going to feel pretty comfortable about where he's at in this game and be able to do what he wants to do, be it mutas or lurkers or whatever.
I think Drexxin's transferred his SCVs too early, but I won't harp on that. Still waiting to see what Drexxin's going to do. Okay, so he's going for gas, so I expect we'll see an engineering bay to get +1 and sort of build up for a mid-game bio play. He's not going to go for a really quick bust.
So you're thinking like a +1 5 racks kind of play, probably?
One of those kind of things, like
or 4 racks or something.
+1 5 racks, but yeah, those kind of plays is what he's doing.
All right.
He does. SuperCyan picks off the scouting SCV in his base, which is actually a big deal. Because as Terran, you're really worried that if Zerg's going to make a big link flood or something like that, and you want to keep that SCV in there to find out. And if you keep it alive long enough, you can figure out what their lair tech is going to be as well. So a bit of a loss for Drexxin losing that.
Yeah, you do have an option to send another SCV to try and get in and see, okay, is he going to go for lurkers? Is he going to go for mutalisks? But usually I think you can also try and scan it. Ideally, you'd want to scout it with an SCV so you don't have to use your scans, especially if they're going for something like lurkers where you want those scans.
Yeah.
But he should be alright as long as he prepares in time. He does have the eBay coming up, so he will have detection or turrets in plenty of time for whatever.
Well, he's getting the eBay for +1 first, but when the time comes, he will be ready. Hydrogen going down for SuperCyan, so obviously going to be lurker play there. Oh, he lifts off the eBay. Okay, no, he's just freeing his SCV. I thought he was going to do something weird there.
So we are seeing a +1.
Down.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I expect Drexxin will add a bunch more barracks here, and that's what he's doing. Wait till he has stim range +1, and then move out and be aggressive. Just get in Zerg's face. And I think that plays to his favor, because against Lurker, you're better off not being locked in your base. You're better off being out on the map, trying to zone Zerg back.
Yeah. The longer you can delay the lurkers from getting up in front of your choke, the better. The more time you can buy yourself, get your own tech, your science vessel, tanks, whatever you're going for out.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm a bit worried for Zerg because, okay, no, he's just started a quick colony. I was going to say he has no defense at his front, and with the amount of bio that can come out of these so far 4 barracks, he is not going to be able to survive until lurkers are finished. But he's getting at least 1 sunken to begin with.
He does have his hydras out as well.
Going up to the full 5 racks is Drexxin, so yeah, the most aggressive bio build you can do. Well, mid-game bio build, that is.
So kind of idea is you want to put on some pressure, maybe deny the Zerg's 3rd base if they're trying to take a 3rd base, and just be out on the map in general.
Well,
not let...
That's where he might fall down, because it looks like what Zerg wants to do is go for a bust at the front. Oh no, wait, I'm wrong. He's actually transitioning his hydras. I didn't see that drone, never mind.
Yeah.
I thought he was moving out all this stuff to get in front of the natural morph there, but... Hey, what happened with that barracks? Did you see?
Yeah, the Terran actually cancelled it, and then he started a factory and cancelled that as well.
Oh my gosh, what's going on?
I don't know.
Maybe he's like, you know, forgot his build.
I heard a scan go off, so I'm wondering if he saw the lurkers and then it's like, okay, I'll go into tanks, but then he cancelled the factory, so now I'm not sure.
Well, they did put down a 2nd bunker at the front, which is definitely a very anti-lurker play.
Yep.
Looks like he wants to move his little force out on the map. There is quite a few lings out, but that's not enough on its own. Aspect's just about to finish.
And we do have the 3rd pace coming down for SuperCyan, and he's got his hydras here on the ramp. So if Drexxin was pressuring him, he could just morph these into lurkers, hold them up, and then burrow them here at the top of the ramp, and it's so hard for Terran to get up there.
SuperCyan has no gas right now. That's a problem for him. So if Drexxin pushes across as quick as he possibly can right now, it's possible he wouldn't be able to morph 2 lurkers and actually get in there, because SuperCyan's spending it on some of his natural right now.
Yeah, I wonder what happened to all his gas. Oh, he did make lurkers at the natural, okay.
He did. He made quite a few, and they are expensive.
Yeah, I was wondering if maybe
he's
he just got his gas.
Getting a couple Scourge out. I like how SuperCyan's playing here. He's got Scourge out preemptively for picking off the first science vessel, but hey, that's a good scan by Drexxin. Sees where the 3rd is. Now he knows where he has to push to, but unfortunately it's going to be too late. Like, there's no way those lurkers won't be ready in time now.
Yeah. And we're actually seeing a 3rd bunker come up from Drexxin, really fearing a lurker push here. But he's got...
You got to be careful.
He's got turret, he's got scans.
Lurkers just...
I think he's perfectly fine with this. Yeah.
You got to be careful. You don't want 7 lurkers just sort of yeeting into your base, and then it doesn't matter how much buy you have, they do splash damage, they can just delete it. But if it's in bunkers, it's safer.
For sure.
I'm going to put Cyan at a very strong advantage here, because he's got his 3rd base up completely for free, and Terran has done literally nothing to him so far.
Yeah, it feels like Terran's just playing a little defensive or scared, playing back here.
Yeah, for sure.
Especially for being up on 4 barracks.
4 racks.
Yeah,
exactly.
Because I believe this is more of
you want to get out on the map.
More of a pressure build. Like, you want to get out because you're going to be producing a lot of bile. You want to do something with it, right? Not just kind of sit back and let the Zerg do what he wants.
Look at it this way. It's like 5 racks plus 1, but with slightly faster tech, slightly less units. Basically, it's the 4 racks.
Yeah, and it's a completely fine way to play stuff.
Yeah.
All right.
Unfortunately, since he cancelled his factory and such, his vessel is going to be a bit later than it could have been, but he's getting up there quite quickly now, and he's going for tanks and siege mode. So I expect he's going to do a big push with the first science vessel. That's another thing you see on 4 racks, actually, quite commonly. You get a couple of tanks and science vessel, and you just do this one sort of game-breaking push.
Alright, well the Hive just now starting for SuperCyan, so he's going to be looking to get up to those
Yeah.
Defilers. Very important unit in this matchup. Without them, Zergs just get run over pretty easily.
Yeah, I'm not sure he's going to have Defiler and Consume ready when this push leaves Terran's base, but we'll see. It's going to be close.
Yeah, this could be a bit worrying for him if Drexxin does hit before that is ready. He could just easily bust the Zerg. We'll have to see.
I'd like to see Cyan move his lurkers a bit closer, actually, because he could take big advantage of these choke points at the bridges. Where he has his lurkers on the map, he isn't really any particular location. Terran could even possibly like walk around him if he's not careful.
Yeah. Yeah, if Terran did decide to go across those bridges without a scan and walk into a bunch of lurkers, that could just be devastating. So I agree with what you're saying. Like, if those lurkers were a little bit closer to this choke, he could really set Drexxin back, keep him back there, or force him to go around.
Let me just spoil my own games a little bit. I lost a lot of dudes walking across these bridges in my match against lurkers. Alright, so
That's
the
a
first
good
two
move.
tanks trying to move out on their own. That's
Oh.
a bit risky. Luckily, there's no links around.
He does
will
actually
find the
scan.
lurkers.
Did he scan there? He must have, I
Yeah,
guess.
yeah, he
I
did.
just
He
missed
did.
it.
A bit preemptively.
Okay.
So that's actually kind of a nice move since the links went there, because that gets him out a little bit more on the map before the science vessel out, which it is out now, by the way. So it's sort of like in a TVP, how Terran will move out just a tiny bit before their max and try and get out on the map so they can really start moving. That's kind of what he just did there. And now his full force is assembled. I don't think Zerg's that well prepared for this. Look at his natural, he doesn't have really what he needs.
Yeah, Defiler Mound is just starting now, and an Ultralisk Cavern. As long as
Ooh,
Drexxin moves across the
interesting.
map in a timely manner, he's definitely not going to have swarms ready to deal with this.
Well, unfortunately, this is exactly what he wasn't doing up until now. Now he's going.
I'm a bit worried here for
I don't
SuperCyan.
approve of the Ultralisk Cavern immediately, because I think you're better off defending back with Defilers until you have a bit more money built up. These tanks coming forward alone, though. These links, you pick these off so easily right now. Oh my gosh, this is going to be bad.
He's going to get one of the tanks, it looks like. Possibly
Adrenal,
both.
not done, unfortunately.
No, he
Oh,
just gets
okay,
one.
let's pick off those, but losing one tank's still a big deal. Adrenal was almost finished when his links died.
I'm pretty worried here for SuperCyan. I don't know if he has what it
Well,
takes to defend.
those 6 lurkers doing a little bit from over there, but they're not where they need to be. I think Drexxin can just zone these lurkers away and keep pushing into the natural, no problem.
Lynx did pick up a couple Marines in the back, but it's
Oh,
still
couple
quite
Marines
the
is not what
army
he's looking
here.
for right now.
No, this is still quite a big army.
Yeah, he's just going to bust with the buy because you see there's not much in the actual natural. These lurkers will try and come from behind, but I think you can take these out without too much difficulty. Oh, that beautiful defense matrix. Those lurkers won't be able to do anything to that tank. I think SuperCyan's dead. What can he do from here?
Very strong push coming out of Drexxin here, and yeah, like I said, I don't know if SuperCyan can hold anything. He doesn't have any more units coming. He does have 2 Defilers out, but he doesn't have any
They're
units.
sad on their own.
Yeah, they need kind of some units, and we are going to
There
see
it
it
goes.
like that.
SuperCyan goes GG. Yeah.
All right.
Wow. Well, pretty devastating push, I guess. Like I was saying, Drexxin is just building up for that one game-breaking push instead of going with the more pressure style, and it worked beautifully.
Yeah, he was able to run over SuperCyan. He just had his Defiler tech out too late, and he won with the push. All right. So,
That D-Matrix, yeah, you're right, dude. That D-Matrix was sick.
oh yeah, clutch D Matrix for sure. All right, so we're going on to SuperCyan's pick here.
Same pattern as last game.
Fighting
He
Spirit.
picks Fighting Spirit.
Yeah. I mean, it's a map that most people are comfortable with, and not wanting
Yeah.
to try some of those newer, maybe crazier looking maps we have in the pool, like the ones in ASL.
Yeah. Yeah, look, honestly, I was pretty worried about Autobahn.
Yeah. All right. We have in the top left, down a game, our purple Zerg, SuperCyan.
And the bottom right, the Terran hero crushing the Zerg beneath his heel, it's Drexxin.
All right, so we do have cross positions on this map again. How does that work out for ZVT?
Usually it's slightly more annoying for Zerg to get up there third because there's no like faraway position. If you're close positions, you just take the what would have been cross positions. But on the other hand, it's a lot longer for Terran to actually push to your natural. So in the early to mid game, you don't have to worry so much about getting busted. And a lot of times, what I like to do in cross positions is sort of intimidate the Zerg, make them think I'm going to bust, to make them put down stunkums. Whereas in cross positions, it's really not that much of an option.
Yeah. And because of that, it's
Also
just because
worth
of the farther
noting-
rocking distance. Sorry.
Yeah, exactly. Also worth noting is that 9 pool would be less effective, obviously, because he's got longer to go. But Cyan not going to opt for that. He's, or is he? No, he's not.
No, he's got the overload started already.
Yeah, just as I said that he started it,
Okay.
he's just going to stick with that macro play.
Yeah, so I would expect to see another 12 hatch, most likely coming out of him. We'll have to see if Drexxin goes for that fast CC again, or if he's going to try maybe something more aggressive. I imagine we'll see something
can do a
similar.
link-proof wall with a barracks and a factory in this main here, so it's actually a pretty good position for 1-1-1 in that regard. And in fact, he might be going for it. Oh my god, I think he is, because that's the position the barracks needs to be in.
Yeah.
We'll see if he takes his gas in a moment. But yeah, it's very strong, because 9 pool will do literally nothing to you, and you can get out without fear. Get out factory up.
Yeah, and the
Oh,
position
look, and
he's
there's the
talking
gas, what do you know?
about. Okay.
There.
The position he's
Yes.
talking about, you would put the factory right here, and then it looks like
I
it's...
can't see how you
I know you can't see, but...
Oh,
okay.
you know it? Yeah,
Yeah.
good.
And so if Link's trying to run in, it looks like there'll be a gap in between here, but there actually won't be. And
I mean, there's
like,
enough of a gap for Zealots to attack over it, that I know.
Yeah, it blocks Zealots too.
So yeah, we're gonna see some vultures for sure, I reckon, this game.
Yeah, so definitely a different build coming out of Drexxin. We'll have to see where he goes with this, if he's going to go up to maybe a fast 2 starport, if he's going to go maybe just for a mech play.
Well, I did notice in the last game, he was going for a very quick mech switch, even on just 2 bases. He was setting up like 4 factories as the game ended. So I think he definitely wants to go for that mech.
Okay. We do actually have an SCV on the ramp. He kind of wants to block a scout maybe? Or no, he's just going to pull it back?
I think he's just getting ready
Yeah,
to
okay.
build it, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, well, maybe you're right, actually. Now the Marines out can do that too.
Yeah.
Drexxin gonna get a full scout off on the other hand, though.
But the only problem is this drone will get over here and should be able to see this factory building right here on the corner.
Well, I don't think he can get up the ramp. If the Marine is perfectly positioned, it won't be able to get up that ramp, though. And what if SuperCyan just turns around after
Let's
10
see.
damage? Yeah, look at that. He just immediately...
Yeah.
Yeah, he just immediately decides, you know what, I'm
Okay.
not going to get in there. I better just go home.
So
he
the
doesn't
block
know
does
about
work.
this factory play.
So the
Yeah,
block
that's
does
risky.
work.
Oh
Nice.
my gosh. Look, they're going for 2 hatch layer play. He needs to get a sunken down before these vultures get in his main, or he's going to be in for a world of hurt.
Oh, this could be pretty painful for SuperCyan here right away. You said if he doesn't
I
notice
don't
this
think
coming.
we're going to see... I don't think we're going to see Starport play because he's pulled off gas, so he's not going for like the 2-port Wraith sort of variation or anything crazy like that. He could still get 1, or he could get like speed or something like that, but it's not going to be super heavy Wraith play.
So what do you
And
expect
He
to
looks
see
like
from
he's
him?
going to start his CC. I think he's going to make a CC next.
So,
So he's doing the definitely the more conservative version of 1-1-1, where you expand faster.
okay. So first Wraith is
Alright, first Vulture out.
Vulture. Nice.
And he's going to get Machine Shop and get speed and all mines as well.
I wonder if these Lings are going to scout this Wraith coming or Vulture coming across. He may. Yes.
I think the
okay.
Vulture's going to scout them right in the face. Oh no, he's not microing it? Okay, there we go.
So he is getting that sunken down. He's going to be prepared for this.
Okay. Okay, you got to be careful. If too many Vultures come there, you want to block the ramp so they can't run by as well. But just one Vulture certainly, especially when it's on half health, they're completely negated by this.
Science should have a general idea of what's going on here now, seeing this Vulture.
Ooh, that Vulture barely survives. The Starport is going down though. Remains to be seen whether he's going to go for mines or speed.
He also could go for a quick
Cyan has
science
gone-
vessel.
That's usually a variant, but usually you get at least 1 Wraith as well.
Okay.
Cyan has gone for like the default response to 1-1-1. You throw down the Hydrogen in anticipation of the Wraiths as soon as you see the Vulture. So I expect he's going to be fully prepared for this. And yeah, there's that Wraith coming out. But you're right, he's going for the fast science vessel too. So what he's going to do is going to transition back into bioplay, but with faster tech. And in fact, that eBay, I didn't notice, got quite a fast eBay as well, so he's going to get that upgrade.
So he's going to be looking for a pretty strong mid-game attack, perhaps, with his Bioforce. Kind of like we saw
Yeah,
last game, only just getting there a different way, getting his vessels and factory tech up a lot sooner.
Yeah, but it depends what Zerg does. A very common thing you see is Zerg goes for a Hydra Bus, but that's not what Cyan's doing. He's actually getting Lurker Tech.
That's interesting.
That could be very strong. It's risky though, because you're sort of assuming there that what Terran's doing is switching back into Bio, which is definitely the most common thing, and like, no one plays mech in TVZ at high levels these days. But at this level, like, you can definitely just like play mech, and Lurkers are not that great versus mech at all.
I wonder if he was planning on doing maybe 2 base or 2 hatch lurker to begin with, and he's just going with that plan then, or if he's just going to look to be aggressive with this maybe. Try and bust him early.
Chamber, which the Evo Chamber suggests he's going to drag the game out a bit more. This Wraith's going to come up, get a little bit of a scout. Maybe pick off an Overlord if he's real lucky.
So he's going to have an idea of what he's doing. Actually canceling one of those lurkers to get this Hydralistic deal with the Wraith. He's going to get the Overload
go down. Oh, look at that micro. Fancy.
Fancy tier 1 micro maybe. No, I don't know.
Yeah, that's right. Promote this man.
No, but it looks like first Science Vessel is now on their way along with Irradiate. So he's going to have that out.
I'm a bit worried he doesn't have much bio to go with it though, because he still only has 1 barracks.
Yeah. Normally you'd be adding more barracks by now, I would assume then?
Yes. Especially when you're doing the variant where you get your second base up sooner, you definitely have the economy to add a couple more. Lurkers are in fact out actually. So I think Cyan really missed a window here actually where he could have come in with a bunch of Hydras and Lurkers and actually caused some trouble, but now Drexxin's getting a second bunker and he's getting a tank with siege mode, so he will be impervious to that soon enough.
Looks like
that Wraith, is it going to go down?
Cyan is actually going to take a 3rd base behind this off of a 2 hatch plane.
Yeah.
Got a couple lurkers already on the ramp.
That's not a bad move at all, because Terran's not going to be able to pressure this for a little bit, and he got that lurker block on the ramp like easily, no problem.
And Terran even threw down a 2nd bunker thinking, okay, it's a 2 hatch lurker, this is probably going to be a lurker bust of some kind. But instead he's just going to gear up and take a 3rd base.
Or he's anticipating that Hydra bust, which a lot of Zergs do in response to 1-1-1. I wonder if Drexxin will find it. He's flying this Wraith around, but he hasn't seen it yet.
And we actually have a pretty fast hive here coming out of SuperCyan as well.
Yeah.
Just started. And a Spire. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. Wonder what we're going to see here. Defiler
if
Rush.
If Drexxin's going for the same thing, then certainly Defiler's will be out in time. I mean, will be out in time, sorry. But I don't know what Drexxin wants to do. He hasn't thrown down any more production facilities yet. He still has this sort of like skeletal arrangement. I mean, quite literally, the 1-1-1, that's all he has right now.
So he did just scout SuperCyan's 3rd base here.
Yeah.
So now he's got a better idea what's going on. It's like, he can feel a little bit more comfortable.
He's going to throw down, there it is. He's going to throw down 4 more barracks right now in his main, see?
Yeah.
So he's going into bio. Oh, that Wraith is in trouble.
And it goes down. I'll take away his scouting for a little bit without using, Terran map hacks scans.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, well, he found out the critical information he needed to do, though. That Wraith did its job. Yeah. Made the Zerg make some Hydras, picked off an Overlord, which honestly is quite a good deal.
So, but I mean, SuperCyan is going to get his Hive Tech up. We'll see what he goes for.
Yeah, for free, basically. I mean, Terran hasn't really bothered him that much. And it's going to be a while before a significant amount of bio can build up. He will have a great tank count, though, and a great vessel count, because he's been building his up from the start. So it's going to be a very, I don't know, tech-heavy sort of push from Terran when it comes out. Ooh, Cyan going straight for Ultras.
Interesting. Okay.
He did get that Evo chamber, like I was saying. So his armor is going to be quite good, I think. And I think he will have time to get the Ultras set up before Terran can push out. Problem is, the tank count is going to be high, and so is the vessel count. So with some decent matrixes and tanks just shelling away at those Ultras, it might be tough.
Come down to some of the engagements, and Drexxin did scout that Ultralisk den with a scan. Ultralisk Cavern, sorry. So he will know that this is coming.
Yeah. How are his upgrades? Let me see. So he doesn't even have +1 yet. It's almost finished. So actually his bio is not going to be great against Ultras. It's going to be quite bad against Ultras, actually. Because +2 is going to take a long way still. I think Zerg's +2 armor will be done before Terran's +2 attack. So they will have the right upgrades for the bio, but again, like I said, it's the tanks I'm worried about.
Yeah, Zerg's +2 armor is well underway here, getting almost close to halfway here. Because he already has +1, so it will be pretty strong. I don't know if Terran's looking to move out here maybe before Ultralisks come out.
Yeah, looks like he's going. He's got 1 group of bio and 4 tanks ready to go. Looks like he's going to go. That might be the timing he needs.
We'll have
that
to
one
see where
Vulture's doing work.
Looks like he's going to opt to go for this 3rd base.
Yeah. He should be able to break it quite easily, I think. Ultras aren't morphing yet, and really those critical upgrades are a little while away as well. Again, leading with the tanks. I don't really approve of that, but there's no Zerglings around, so we'll get away with it.
SuperCyan does have his Nidus up, so he will be able to reinforce each position pretty quickly
But he doesn't have that much to reinforce with.
if he's making units. He does have some ultras making now.
Ooh, they take a little while to build though. And these lurkers aren't going to last for long with these 4 tanks.
No, this is pretty dangerous. If he's able to get up and break this position, it's going to be pretty bad for Zerg.
Yeah, I don't see how Zerg can defend this, to be honest. Ooh, nice quick connection.
Alright. Buling's picking off a couple tanks. This is why you don't want your tanks in front.
So many Scourge going down there as well. That's a big wastage of gas for Zerg.
This is still a pretty big army here.
Units to actually defend with. Ooh, the Ultras come out of the Nidus though. But it's not going to be enough.
A little bit of lag. You drop it.
No. Okay, we're good. No, I think I'm good.
Alright. Oh, he actually he actually demates the Ultra.
This will just BM.
I don't know. I want to say it was probably a misplay.
Quite a lot of Zerg coming out of there.
And it looks like he will actually be able to keep this base.
Yeah, that D-Matrix probably turned the tide against him. That's amazing. Oh no. Oh no, Drexxin. So Zerg didn't lose any drones there. His economy's still intact. So even though the defenses were beaten down, he can just build them up again, I think. And now Chitinous is done. +2 armor is just about to finish. Terran got his tank count reset, and his vessels are lingering here in danger. I don't know, it's looking good for Zerg. Oh no, the Scourge hatch.
Oh.
Those vessels.
Oh.
Okay, that's pretty bad split, I have to say.
He lost 5-6 Scourge there to 1 vessel. But.
Yeah, unfortunately. It's still taking out a vessel. It's still a blow for Terran. Alright, finally he's like, oh, I've got these vessels.
He's gonna do the eraser trick.
Drones. Oh no. If they get through the Nidus, they'll be fine, but it looks like they're just gonna run away instead.
And he does have a couple more Scourge popping out.
Oh, they're coming from both directions.
He got one, and it looks like he's gonna clear out all these science vessels.
Okay, so even with those drones down, totally not worth it losing their science vessels.
Yeah, at that point, it probably would have been better just to run away. Meanwhile, let's see what Terran's doing.
Yeah, absolutely. Once all the bio's gone, I mean, unless you're in such a position where you can irradiate and the Zerg's too hard up to even make Scourge.
So Terran's
I think you just retreat once the bio's
up to actually 3 starports here now.
Yeah.
I wonder if he's going to be going for some battle cruisers or what he's planning to do with all these. He's getting the add-ons for all of them.
That is the meta play.
Yeah, he is getting that physics lab.
Damn, there you go.
Yeah.
He's securing his 3rd base, so his economy will be a bit bigger to support that soon. They can be super annoying, those battle cruisers.
Yeah, it looks like Zerg is actually about to scout this, and he doesn't have anything to really defend this 3rd base at the moment. His army is moving northward to try and pressure Zerg some more.
Well, if it doesn't land, it'll be safe. Yeah. Zerg's not going to sacrifice that many Scourge for a command center. That'd be a great deal for Terran, honestly.
Alright.
Well, let's push, though. Pretty scary, even with a few Ultralists out. Doesn't really have the numbers he needs.
And I don't see any Defiler tech. I would like to see maybe some Defiler tech paired with this. Though I suppose he's probably waiting for that 4th guest too.
Skip it. Yeah. These Ultras probably just going to get whittled down quite quickly. There's the D-Matrix we need. Nicely done, saving that tank at the last second. So yeah, those Ultras did literally nothing. Scourge coming in.
Oh, he does pick those off.
It's not bad. The Ultra flank, if he takes out the tanks, it'd be quite nice.
One of them is D-Matrix. D-Matrix in the right unit this time.
+1.
Okay.
Terran is still only on +1, so this bio cannot do anything to these Ultralists.
Especially with the Ultra being on +4 armor.
Yeah, exactly. So once those tanks are gone, that bio is doomed for sure. So he does clear it up. He lost a hatchery, but still not too bad. He's still on 3 healthy bases.
And he's taking another one at the 12 o'clock position here.
Oh, very good, very good. Terran has secured his 3rd though, and the battle cruisers. How long is it until they're operational?
I don't know. We do have 2 of the starports being used for battle cruisers at the moment.
I think he probably just forgot the 3rd one. He's probably not saving it for anything.
Yeah. And he's actually building a command center here in the bottom left as well. SuperCyan does have a Zergling here, but it doesn't quite see that command center at the moment. If he did, he could easily kill that SCV or at least deny this base for a while. Meanwhile, it looks like SuperCyan will be taking his 5th base back again. I may have lost Nablime, I'm not sure. Hello.
Oh, sorry, I forgot I had to use push to talk, sorry. That was silly.
Oh no, it's all good.
I was like talking and being like, why can't he hear me?
No. Okay.
See this bottom left location for Drexxin. It's going to be tough to defend, I think, unless he puts some production facilities over there. And a lot of time what you see is Terran will fill up the factories and next switch.
Yeah, we'll have to see
Oh,
if Drexxin wants to
Cyan
do that.
has drops. Cyan's getting ready for a drop. He's loading up his stuff at the third. He has a massive fleet of Scourge along with as well.
There are 2 battlecruisers also flying across the map here now.
Ooh, yeah.
Looks like they're going for the Zerg natural.
Without Dark Swarm, I don't think these drops are going to be that effective because Terran can always just eventually clean it up. Really, the Defiles make them so much stronger.
There are a couple of ultras in here. I do know he likes this drop style. He's done it against me in ZVP anyway, quite a bit.
Ah, well, he's got it set up, but he's not moving yet.
Looks like he's loading a few more.
He wants to load up a bit more. Yeah.
He wants to make this a pretty big drop.
Yeah, okay, you know what? I take it back. Who needs Dark Swarm when you're going to drop like your whole army in the Terran's fame?
A whole bunch of ultras.
He does see the battlecruisers now. I wonder if he really could his Scourge force. Oh, this is unfortunate for Zerg. Terran army's kind of pushing to the location where he's just lifted up his whole army from.
We'll have to see if he unloads and goes to save this, or if he's just gonna go throw it at Terran's base and go for some kind of a
That
trade
one
here.
Hydra at Cyan's natural trying to fend off the battlecruisers.
One Hydra's not quite enough. Yeah, he's gonna lose all his drones here.
He's probably able to push up. Yeah, he's probably able to push up, take out the top right location as well.
Scourge flying across the map.
Zerg's counter drop could do serious damage, but he's gonna have to do a lot to make up for what Zerg's losing here.
Especially because Terran can now push up this ramp and take out this other base as well.
Yeah. Few units just getting mashed at the third, trying to go up this blocked ramp. Very nice defensive setup there from Drexxin.
All right, here comes the big drop.
Though.
Dropping a couple of ultras and lings here at the natural. Looks like the rest is going to go into the main.
Ooh, you know what? That's a lot of Zerglings and ultras.
And being dropped right on top of production here.
Yeah, wow. Actually, that's pretty brutal for Terran. And that bio will actually will not quite get cleaned up. He brings more ultras over it can. But even though Terran's got +2, it's still tough to whittle down those ultras.
I don't know how this trade's gonna go. It looks like Zerg is gonna lose 2 bases to be able to do this.
I think it favors the Zerg unless Terran can clean up his force in his main quite soon, because he's doing a lot of damage up here. And look, more lings streaming in. They will help finish off stuff.
This game's gotten crazy.
This is serious damage for the Terran base.
Yeah.
Terran, I think he's in a tough position unless he can do a lot with the army that he has.
More
He's
lings.
got a long hill to climb.
More lings streaming across the map. Picked up a couple of random tanks there just in the middle of the map. He's losing everything in his main.
Zerg's drone count has been completely decimated by those
no.
as well as in those bases though, so I take it back.
Zerg only
If Terran can just survive, Terran has it, I think, because he's got a couple of modern bases still going. But can he survive? What army has he got left of him one on the map? I think that's what it's down to. He has to win with this army he has on the map pretty much, because his production is totally camped at this point.
He has a few lings picking off some marines, but that's not going to be enough. He has one sunken here, but nothing else to defend.
What he needs is ultralists. Like 1 or 2 ultralists plus ling support would probably be able to take this on, but that's just not what he has right now. Oh, ling's going to the bottom left, that's pretty huge. Shutting down mining at the location, leaving Terran running with 1 mining base, and his main is pretty much gone now. Yeah. So here comes the final stand for Terran. The fireback goes down, that's pretty critical, but the lings do just melt. I mean, Marines scale pretty well against things. You have enough Marines with Stim, they can just gun them down.
Looks like he is going to take out this base too, but meanwhile, a few Zerglings are taking out this base here in the bottom left. He isn't going to quite get the command center. Quick repair.
2 ultras pop out. 2 ultras pop out.
Oh,
and,
man.
Stein's natural, and I think he's done it. No, I think Terran's out of here. What can he do? He's going to try and set up production at this 6 o'clock. But Zerg can get drones up at 12.
Oh, one more battlecruiser does come out just before that starport goes down.
Oh, that's going to be huge. Still, I don't think Terran can hold on here. This is just too difficult a position.
There's just
but he does have a beautiful
everywhere.
defensive setup here. And a decent bank. Look at that troop of medics trying to escape.
Wow.
Yeah, I'd really like to see Cyan re-droning right now. Because all he needs to do now is build up a superior economy.
Yeah, like he really only has these 7 drones mining in the main. He's got nothing at his third, nothing at his natural.
Yeah. But he secured this perfectly good location in the 12. He's just not mining from it.
Yeah.
Looks like Cyan's going to go for a massive drop to finish it off. I don't know if this is going to work out because there's dudes ready on the ground.
And he did get a D matrix off on that fire bat. Yeah, he's not going to be able to break this position. Terran doesn't
No,
have much of an economy,
Drone's
but he
not.
does have a little bit of a bank. He just has
Yeah.
no production facilities. Just these two factories
know,
and starport.
Vultures with mines would be brutal right now, though, and he can make those with factories.
A couple of barracks producing marines in his old main there. Another
Oh,
command
no.
center floating
They
to the top
survived.
right.
Oh, I didn't see that. Well, that'd be quite nice if he skewers that.
So I
Finally,
mean,
a few drones coming out at the 12, but really not very many.
yeah, both players kind of taking a breather here from that engagement. It was
Damn, this
crazy.
game is insane.
Yeah, like if Terran can
Basically,
hold
they're just
this,
stabbing each other,
Maybe.
stabbing each other in the gut at the same time.
yeah. Both of them are basically on bare bones here. Like Zerg just needs to drone up, and Terran needs to find a way to get some production facilities somewhere.
He is researching mines, but he opted to make a tank instead of a launcher.
Okay.
Well, one more tank, I guess, makes this location just that bit more defensible. Let's see if he starts making vultures now.
Yeah. So SuperCyan has transitioned into making a bunch of drones. I like this. He needs to get these,
Yeah,
these
yeah,
bases
yeah.
saturated for sure.
Well, his economy is looking a bit better now. Terran does not actually have that many ACVs. There's nothing stopping him from making more, but he doesn't have many right now.
Oh yeah, it's true.
And his bank is going to run out. Zerg has this natural still has like half its minerals left, or maybe a bit less than that, actually.
He does
but
still have
there's
one-
a lot of money he could be doing.
He just, yeah, he still has one battlecruiser alive, and he is gonna send it towards SuperCyan's base here. Just gonna try and be annoying, maybe poke in, kill a few more drones if he can.
Well, Cyan has like 900 gas, so I think he can make Scourge deal with that, no
he's
problem.
loading up some overlords at his natural here. Maybe gonna look to drop that location. 6 o'clock.
Yeah, I don't think dropping it would work out that well, unless he has like quite a few Ultralisks in there, or like I was saying before, like Darkswarm makes that work quite well, but he doesn't even have a Defiler Mound. I don't think it's going to quite work out trying to drop that location, but we'll see. We'll see if he can pull it off.
Oh, he's got
There's
one
base
Wraith.
in the bottom left getting landed.
Alright, one Wraith, picking off a few random overlords here.
I mean, that could be quite helpful. Cyan has a lot more overlords than he has supply right now, but there's nothing to defend these, really. Battlecruisers sneaking in.
Okay, Drexxin actually has 2 other CCs landed. One in the bottom
He
left, one in
does.
the middle right.
Yeah, odd spot to land it in the 3
Yeah.
o'clock, but never mind. Here comes
Looks
the
like a
drop. Here
dark
comes the drop. Let's
CC.
see how this goes. You know, a Radiate or Defense Matrix, both of them could be instrumental here. Yeah. I don't like it for Zerg.
One Ultra outside of the wall. If he can get all of these tanks, maybe. Oh, nice defense matrix on the tank.
Maybe those Zergers will pick everything off. I'm wrong. Looks like he's going to take it. I shouldn't
Alright,
have underestimated the power of Krakens and Ultras. They just tore through everything, and that's it for the Terran. Like, he has nothing. He has a couple CC, sure, but no army. Like, I think it's over.
Yeah. It's definitely
One
looking
battlecruiser doing so much work, but it's not enough. Terran doesn't have enough to stay in this game.
20
He has
kills
tiny
on it,
little bio in his name,
and
that's it.
he is about to lose that
Yes.
battlecruiser.
There it goes. That's his last hope, and he's dead.
Yeah, I mean, he's still got these production facilities and throwing things around, but he has no mining really at the moment. He could be making SCVs and
Yeah.
mining, but yeah.
But
Terran's
he's not,
days are
and
looking
he has
numbered.
this one group of bio. This one group of bio won't be able to do much. Like, he doesn't have +3 still, so I'm sure this can crush it easily.
Irradiate. We do have defilers on the map now, and Irradiate going off on one of those at
Ah.
this 12 o'clock base.
Oh, shame. He finally gets defilers just to get them irradiated. Unfortunate.
Oh,
That Wraith still put him in work.
SuperCyan taking a base in the middle of the map here too.
Yeah, well, I guess he's basically just saying, yeah, I know you got nothing. I'm just going to mine until you leave. Well, that scientist was trying to blend in with your overlords gets taken out.
No, that command. He did save the command center. He's gonna actually land it at the natural of that bottom left base.
I
there,
don't think.
too.
I think as soon as Zerg figures out he's there, he's just going to die.
Yeah.
He only has 2 tanks. That's not really that much. And he's leading Zerg straight to his door with these SCVs. The bio is actually probably going to do a lot of damage at this 12. But even if he kills every drone, Zerg probably has enough money to make the army he can win the game with.
Scourge coming out of there. Oh, he doesn't really
There's
have any
more
army.
Scourge. No, he doesn't.
He's making a few lings now, but is he going to be able to clean this up? There are no
Yeah,
medics
they're
with this.
popping out just wrong. That's true. Every time he steals, they'll be getting more and more weaknesses. But all these drones going to go down. That's a blow. But look at his bank. And Terran doesn't have very much army or capacity to make more. And
Well,
look, this one Ultra might actually just do it.
A couple of medics are joining the force now, making it a little bit stronger, but he lost most of his marines already, so.
And in the bottom left, the tanks have been cleared, and basically the only base Terran has. Yes, he has the 3 o'clock, but there's one SCV there. And like I was saying, as soon as Zerg finds it, it's doomed.
Yeah. He's sending a bunch of overlords over to the bottom left, so. Yeah, like Drexxin's got nothing here. He really doesn't want to lose. He's got 8 supply, 7 supply.
Well, you know, to be fair, he doesn't realize maybe Zerg could be completely out of money and not have any drones because he did just kill everything
That's
at
true.
12. So maybe he's thinking Zerg only has these units. If I can somehow micro them, I can win. But the reality is he is just doomed, unfortunately.
Yeah, especially if this base goes unscouted, but Zerg is about to scout the base, and then we do see
There
a
we go.
timeout.
Alright, there's the GG. Well fought, but Zerg fought his way back.
What a crazy game that was. Interesting game. We had drops and, you know, kind of base trade situation almost there. Going on.
Yeah.
They both got really low.
I shouldn't have said, oh no, this drop without Dark Storm, I don't like it, because that probably won the game.
Yeah, it worked well for him.
I'm just going to bring it back 2 seconds before we get into the next one.
Sure. I'll host up the next game, which means we will have another game 3 coming out here. Alright, so this map will be Drexxin's pick. Looks like they're going with Roadkill again. Both the Tier 3 and Tier 2 players opting to go for these 4-player maps, it looks like. Yeah, that was a fun game, I agree, Doc. Pretty interesting. I didn't know who was going to win it there for a while. I mean, it felt like Zerg was ahead, but then he took a lot of blows. Those battle cruisers got a lot of drones, honestly. I'm excited to see what these guys can bring out for Game 3. I feel like this map is definitely more droppable too. And we've seen like the Zerg likes to go for drops. Terran could definitely do some drops here. They got like big open areas. I'll take a look at the map here. Dropship could easily fly over and just drop back here on a Zerg or something, especially if the locations are like close. I'll have to see if either of them want to play for that.
Alright, I'm back. Let's see the climax of this series.
Yeah, just talk a bit about the map.
Drexxin will choose. Yeah. Oh, Roadkill.
So both games went to all the 4-player maps, interestingly enough. Both series.
Yeah, exact same maps. That's crazy.
I was talking about myself, Dirk. But Nablime is back now. Alright. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this game 3 between these two. It's been a pretty good series. So, spawning here on the left-hand side of the map, we have our purple Terran Drexxin.
And in the right, with the blue Zerg, SuperCyan. Yeah, HSC, I know you're watching. I remember some Pop-Tarts right now, they're real good, so props for that.
Oh, you're eating the Pop-Tarts he sent you? Which flavor you got?
Chocolate.
Chocolate, okay. Not my favorite, but...
Wow.
Alright. I'm not a big chocolate fan, to be honest. Honestly, I'm not a big chocolate
Anything
fan.
chocolate, I'll eat it.
But, alright, no. Anyway, yeah, what do you think these players will do here? I was talking about, like, this is a pretty good map for drops, especially depending on the spawn locations. Cross spawn, maybe not as much, but when you're close, like, there's a big area kind of here you can drop, or something with drop ships or with overlords, so.
Well, I'm thinking about 1-1-1 versus bio play on this map. And I don't know, I don't think there's really much to recommend either in particular. I'm sure someone in chat will tell me I'm wrong, but seems to me Terran could go either way for sure.
Alright. Oh, we actually have a very quick spawning pool and gas coming out of Zerg here. So he's going to look to be aggressive early.
Yeah, and go for tech behind, or maybe just lead speed. Well, it remains to be seen.
Yep. Maybe a bit unfortunate for him that the Terran is cross map, but if he does scout this and Terran isn't ready for it, he can do a lot of damage with this.
Terran looking to go for a 1-Rex expand this time, not going to go for a 1-1-1. Well, his gas is late.
Yeah, we'll have to... I saw an SCAV over there. I wondered if he was going to take the gas, but it doesn't look like it. If he builds the CC on the high ground, this could be problematic for him.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's why you want to double scout a lot of the time in 4-player maps. just to really make sure what's going on. If he goes to the CC on the high ground before the depot, it's going to be pretty brutal for him. If Zerg can figure out where he is and head the right direction, because Zerg's only scouted one location so far.
So we do have, yes, 8 Zerglings being made right now. He hasn't actually started, or no, he stopped mining gas. Oh, okay, never mind. He does have Zergling speed on the way. I was like, he stopped at 44 gas? No, never mind.
So
Okay.
just going for Zerg speed, not going fast tech, and still on one hatchery.
Okay, so Drexxin is going to see the lings.
Flood lings.
Yeah, Drexxin is going to see the lings. So we'll have to see what his response is.
Supply depot. He
Yep.
did already throw down a supply depot instead of command center, so he's in a good spot.
Yeah.
Cyan's super committed to this. Like, he didn't get a second hatchery, he's just flooding lings.
And Drexxin
And he's
is going to
going
block
the
the
wrong
ramp.
direction.
Oh, that's a bit unfortunate for him. Drexxin's already
Yeah.
ready. He's got 4 SCVs on the ramp with a couple Marines behind. So when Cyan does get to his base, he's going to be perfectly fine against this. And that's going to put Drexxin in a good spot here early on.
One thing I didn't think about on this map is 9-pool's actually quite good because you'll be shooting up the ramp onto high ground against these Zerglings if you don't position it quite right.
That's true.
So we'll see. It's going to be quite a few Zerglings. But he does. Oh no, he put away an SCV.
If he does target down the SCVs and gets in, it could be devastating for him. But if he can hold this off,
Is what 10 Zerglings. This could definitely get through here, and they've got speed, which is terrifying for Terran. Or he's gonna go. Maybe he's not. Here we go.
all right, we'll see if he gets in or not. One SCV goes down. All right, a little bit of micro coming out. He does get the lings in. Now, if he can kill off all these Marines, it's gonna be really bad.
I think he will.
Oh.
Yeah, no, I think these Marines are going down.
Oh boy. Yeah.
Only 2 left. I think Cyan might have done it.
Yeah.
If he just keeps streaming lings, but he's decided to switch back into eco play, getting a hatchery back home. But even then, he might have enough lings right here to win it, because he can pick up this barracks and any Marines that come out of it.
Yeah, there are no more
He's gonna
Marines
try and
out.
get a Marine in a bunker, but he's not going to make it. That Marine...
Oh,
Oh, he stacked up the SCVs beautifully there, but...
he does pick off a
the
few
Marines
of those
can run
lings.
away. Okay, so down to only 2 now, so I guess he's not going to kill the Terran here.
There is a couple
But
more lings coming
still
across the map.
causing... Oh,
And he does have some
causing a lot of
Zerglings too.
devastation for Terran.
He's got like a group of 8 Zerglings here, 7 Zerglings sitting at the top of his ramp. Back at home.
That's unfortunate. If you sent those right away, you could do so much. So the Marine does get in the bunker.
Yeah.
Still, Zerg going up to 3 hatch. He can set up an economy and tech behind this, whereas Terran's sort of locked in here.
Yep. He's throwing down a second barracks now to try and produce enough Marines to hold this off. Oh, I would really like to see SuperCyan send these lings. He's probably just forgot about them.
That is a shame. Oh yeah. If he sent all of those, he could probably almost take this bunker. Oh, beautiful SimCity there though.
Yeah, he's trying to block
Laying
in
all the
that
buildings
bunker.
to surround that bunker. That is very nice.
Just hoping to hold off here.
I think he can hold now, but that's not the problem at this point. Well, Cyan is still just making more lings though, so maybe if he can hold this, maybe he's in the right spot. Because even though he's going up to 3 hatcheries, there's not that many drones out for Cyan, and he still hasn't started a lair.
Yeah, he hasn't started mining gas yet at all, so he's going pretty committed with this. He has to actually kill the Terran necessarily. All right. Ooh.
Or at least do significant damage. Oh,
yeah.
And SimCity's nice, but those lings are going to get in. Like, they're so hard for them to engage. They might not get the bunker down, or it's going to be close.
He's trying to pull these SCVs. Will he get the bunker? The bunker does go down, and he gets those Marines.
Oh, and here comes the backup.
More links coming in.
Oh,
this is really close.
Now.
I think the Zerg may be able to do it here. He's picking off SCVs.
He's overwhelmed, yeah, because he's going to get so many. Ooh. And more lings are coming across the map too. Terran will not have time to recover from this. The next wave is going to hit hard.
Yeah. Yeah, especially since another bunker hasn't been started or anything.
Yeah, absolutely. And now there's no Marines out. I think Cyan's got it, man. I think he's done it.
Yeah, as soon as he sees these lings come in, he knows he's not gonna be able to hold off and just.
Yeah, here they come. Nope, they're just gonna sit there watching. Yeah, that'll be it. Because now no Marines are gonna come out, and this is enough lings they can deal with all the SCVs, which they are doing.
Well, after quite a game 2, we had a pretty quick game 3 there, but.
Pretty exciting one though.
Yeah, for sure.
Props SuperCyan. That was close, but you did it. And way to claw your way back from going down 1, the comeback, man. That was nice.
Very nicely done, yeah. So he takes it down 2-1. That was the tier 2. Yeah. Some interesting games they had for sure.